Welcome back, Libra. This is your general reading for the week of May 19th to the 25th, 2025. I do a past, present, and future spread with 13 cards to share the story of what's unfolding for you. If we have to go to an oracle deck to get more clarification, we will. But in the meantime, sit back, relax, and enjoy. Take what resonates, leave the rest. Here we go. We have the Ace of Swords in the past position, the Eight of Wands in the present, and the Knight of Cups in the future. So let's take a look at this past position here. Okay, interesting. So these energies, my friends, are energies that are coming forward to remind you of what you already know, what you've been through, and how to navigate then this future week, if that makes sense. So the past energies coming forward are this Ace of Swords. Swords. It's about the thinking mind. It's about the intellect. It's about all the wisdom that you already know. You know what you need to know. And if you don't know what you think you need to know, the universe is showing you, I know what you need to know. You know what I mean? Sorry, Libra. This is all about the wisdom, the knowledge, the know-how. Sometimes it's called clairsentient, where you know something, but you don't know how you know it. This is the information coming in. All right. Good for you. When you have another sword here, we have the Eight of Swords. You know, a lot of different readers will pick this apart differently. And honestly, for me, it's cut and dry. This Eight of Swords for me is just confusion about, too many things going on. Too many plates are spinning for this character in the card. They feel bound. They feel confused. They feel blindfolded. They can't see the forest for the trees. And what I'm going to always say about this card, it's an opportunity for you to stop and write that list of things down. It's hard enough to keep things in our head, but if we have that list of to-dos that, I have to do this in order to do that, these are the steps that I need to take to accomplish X, Y, and Z, that's what needs to happen here. And this is a reminder, whatever's happening in this present week, to bring this energy in and make that list. Now, the Page of Cups and the Page of Wands. Pages are new beginnings. They're also this innocence about them, or this childlike energy of they just don't know yet, right? There's information that's out there that they need to get, right? It feels like the direction of the East, if that's something that you subscribe to. The Page of Cups seems playful. It seems artistic. It seems like we're going to follow our imagination and our intuition. The Page of Wands is a very happy-go-lucky character. So I feel that there's this lightness and this energy and this innocence about them to bring that forward. So if we are making this list, but we're being this, maybe the list that we need to make with the Eight of Swords is something new that you haven't done in the past before. Like maybe this is like, oh yeah, I got to remember to do this because last time I didn't make my list and the crap hit the fan, but this time I'm not going to let that happen again. Because here we are with this Eight of Wands in our present position here for you, Libra. And it's going to say we're moving. The train is leaving with or without you. So get on board and get your stuff together, kids, because we are going. We have the Nine of Wands with that, the Four of Wands. That's a lot of fire, kids. And then the Three of Cups. So this feels very positive to me. It feels like we are moving in a way to a celebration, ultimately, with this Three of Cups, that we are moving in a direction of taking everything that we've learned in our lifetime thus far and making a commitment with it, whatever that might be. What are you doing? What is it that maybe you got a degree, maybe you got a promotion, maybe there's a certification. I say these things so that, when we say take what resonates and leave the rest, I'm trying to plug and play so that you can get an understanding of what this might mean for you. But this is this 9 of Wands for me is all the things that you may have learned. It's about holding your ground. It is about your strength, your convictions, and the fact that we're moving into a 4 of Wands of commitment, of agreement, of understanding, of a partnership and a celebration. It feels like there might be some contracts here even. It feels like there's like a big commitment, a big leap that is happening here for you, Libra. Ooh. All the more reason coming back here. Maybe this is something you've been through in the past, and that's what these cards are reminding you of. Like, look, here's your do-over. If you had to do it over again, what might you change, right? Like, cycles repeat themselves, my friends. And if you've never done what's it called? A life review, where you take your first 10 decades, the second 10 decades, and write all the things that you remember and recall, you could start to see maybe patterns of things that have occurred in your life. And I really feel like each decade is a new time and a new chapter or a new storyline to do a do-over. Each decade is an opportunity to evolve out of the past decade, which then leads to your first Saturn return at 30, your second Saturn return at 60, and if you're lucky, your third at 90, and 120 even. That'd be something. But there is opportunity here, and I feel that some of it's familiar, some of it is reminiscent of past, and again, it's your do-over, so you get to choose how this is unfolding and what's happening. This Knight of Cups is here, and I'd love to see that, particularly if we are moving forward in a new capacity, that we're not rushing into anything, that it's slow and steady and has a clear, view and focus. We have the King of Pentacles, which feels really nice around this. There's a groundedness, Libra, that the fire and the air that was showing up here can benefit from. Something is definitely dead, done, and over with this 10 of Swords, which may have been old patterns and ways of being, which may be whatever this commitment is, then something else is then not chosen, right? So it has to be done with. We do have the 7 of Swords. To me, would be self-preservation, making sure that we are taking care of ourselves. So I heard someone on TikTok the other day say it's not about life-work balance, it's about harmony. And then I found this new person online, and they're like, it's about rhythm, and rhythm can change. And it's like, oh, interesting. But I would take harmony and rhythm over balance. It just feels more fluid and congruent with what's happening in the world and with our individual lives, that things do go like this in a multi-dimensional, multi-layered way. So it's not like on a scale left and right. It's up and down, diagonal, and interdimensional. So that being said, these energies in the future are just things that are rippling out there. And sorry, hold on. All right, thank you. Sorry. The energies are rippling out there. Let's see what's on the bottom of the deck. We do have the 5 of Cups on the bottom of the deck. To me, that's just about maybe remembering the past, but don't get stuck there. Goodness gracious, there we go. Don't get stuck there. I could see if things are changing and this is like a new commitment in this week, why it would be important to look at the things that did not work out, these 3 cups that are spilled, but pick up the 2 that did work out and move forward, because you have this knowledge and wisdom within you, Libra. This is going to be exciting. I'm here for you, cheering you on. Let me know what's happening for you. I'll be back next week. So until then, take good care.